Previously on the adventures in Emane.
Lieutenant Lord Biswa, Captain Emane, Quartermaster Jamar, and this is Bubblegum Cleo.
We decided that we were going to take the ship and sneak past the other military ships that are floating around the island of Drakir, and we managed to sneak past, and so now we're going to dock in or near the city. We just have to decide where.
Give me Sliver, I wanna talk to him real quick.
He's like, yeah, what do you want to know?
Is there a potentially safe place for us to dock?
We can take you to the southernmost point of the island and go to our little city from there.
Let's check in with the bullywug. Let's have ourselves a yub-nub party.
A few minutes out, there's this like big waterfall that is cascading over these rocks, and it just looks like a mini lake, and then the waterfall's feeding into it, and you see that there's rocks. They look a little distant, and if you were just doing a passing glance, you'd probably think that they were just scattered randomly, but when you look closer, you can see that you can jump from one rock to the other, and they lead underneath the waterfall. And then Sliver jumps onto one of the rocks, and he's like, come, and just jumps from rock to rock and disappears underneath the waterfall. Everybody walks underneath the waterfall, and what they see is a giant, huge cave.
Grotto. A grotto.
Yeah. What he said, a grotto. Just this massive cave system. There's these like wooden, not like shanty houses, but like these like pretty decent houses made of wood, stringing lights, kind of like to light the cavern and everything. Master Quan, it's good to see you, sir. Ah, young Frogbert, it's good to see you, young man. What brings you back to our lovely little village? My friends here and we have some news and some information, and we were hoping to get some assistance. What plan do you guys have? What do you need my army for?
Well, we have our sights set on the Drakir's treasure room. We think that there is something in there, some artifact that might be the source of this zombie plague. So we'd like to infiltrate that while Drakir is away.
Gangster lead, freaking drive-by, knockout communications in the initial bombardment if we can do so.
I'm gonna find me a turtle and f*** it.
Hello friends, enemies, and lovers of adventure, and welcome back to the Heck Flame Club. And if this is your first time, well, welcome. And thank you for joining us for another adventure in Emane. And this is our episode 7, I believe. And so I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go around from my left and introduce everybody, give them their first name, their character race, and character class, and then get on with our crazy plan. Your guys' crazy plans. We'll go ahead with my left here.
Hi, I'm Summer, and I'm playing Cleo, a druid tiefling.
Hey, I'm Paul, and I'm playing a high elf wizard named Azumin, but you can call me Sparkle Fingers.
Hey, I'm Santi. I'm playing Lord Biswa, and I'm a big barbarian human druid. Barbarian druid, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I'm playing the Minotaur Samurai, because, as always, it's D&D, fight me on it.
And I'm Sam, and I'm your DM. Where we kind of left off is everybody was left to their own devices to hang out and do what they want. Santi went and decided he wanted to go f*** a turtle.
I did not.
Oh, hi guys.
But
More like I was curious. I just want to know what they have.
he rolled a negative on no salmonella. So he rolled no salmonella. So that's good. No, I'm kidding. Well, I rolled it for him, but no, that was a joke.
How high was I? I don't remember any of this.
I mean, I'm still laughing over the Lieutenant Lord Biswa.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Lord Biswa, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Getting the medal.
Yeah.
He's a
But
landowner. It's good.
But yeah, you guys like kind of.
Just and who are you? I am Lieutenant Lord Biswa.
But yeah, so you
Literally
guys.
a man after my heart.
Many hats. Many hats. Man after my hand. But yeah, so you guys pretty much just kind of left off there, decided to kind of do your things, and you discussed that you wanted your plan to go start at night. So if you want, we can start up at night, unless you guys had anything specific that you wanted to do during the day.
During the day, I had something very specific that I wanted to do.
Go for it.
Create another night vision device
Okay, for sure.
for Drumar.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. I'll say you have spare stuff in your satchel or what have you, your bag.
Lots of tinker tools.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, during the day you do that.
Nice.
You're able to, definitely kind of get it done. By nighttime. What do you guys want to do with the ground troops? Do you guys want to send them off like ahead of time before you start that? Because it's going to be like a long walk.
Before I forget, I would. Did we get a long rest so we're all fully healed?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
You guys, this will be your
I was kind of thinking like this is like episode 3 of a day.
Yeah. It is really. It's been a long day for these guys, man.
Started early. 6 o'clock in the morning. Hot and shiny.
Our day basically started fighting off a military ship,
Yeah.
killing its crew,
Yeah.
taking over said military ship, doing a very sneaky dock and then quick undock to go into the forest,
Right.
meeting all these people, and now we're here.
We're about to deploy a recruited army.
That's a very productive single day. My God.
I mean, this is the third time this crew has recruited multiple minions.
I guess what happens when you start your day off in a fascist territory.
True.
You find yourself facing against fascists.
But I also have to say, we are becoming more and more true pirates.
Yeah.
The longer this day goes on.
I mean,
freaking
make my mama proud. Okay, so we got that. The best option would be to get to get troops in position, at least nearby, so that they can just relax and gain it, build energy and get themselves in the right mindset. So
Okay. And also, how many do you want to send out, and how many do you want to take on?
Because we have 100.
yeah, we have 100. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so
We needed how many for the ship?
So two people for each cannon. That's 10 cannons. So 20 people just for the cannons, and then you guys already have your crew for
Prior.
guiding and for pirating, for piloting and all that stuff. So that way, Cleo doesn't have to man the. You got your backup pilot when Cleo wants to jump ship with you guys if she wants to. She's just gonna be like, all right, you guys have fun.
We're gonna need to take 20 of them and put them on the
And
cannons.
then there's
She's got the
4,
mace.
one guy per harpoon. There's 4 harpoons.
Okay.
So
24.
So
at least.
24, so send out 76.
I say we take 40 with us, because when we deploy, we can, like, when we actually jump out of our airship, we can have a little squad come with us, and they can like distract and fend off people while we focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Every time I think about Sam over here going like, okay, I gotta write this now, and now I gotta write this.
Literally, yeah.
like, now I gotta figure out all these people's HP. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was thinking over this last week. I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna?
are you trying to like figure out our next steps? Like,
How am I gonna role play and DM a war?
simplify it for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about like the HP of the minions or anything. Just know narratively that now there is at least that barrier keeping us like separated from the outside. And because like you can come up with a narrative for why we can't take them into the building with us. That simplifies it for you. But you know, like for instance, what I'm throwing out as a plan is we take we take 40 with us. When we leave the ship, we take 15, so that the ship can then leave and have enough people so that it can circle back and get us out of the shit.
Yes.
Because we don't want it to remain in the air.
Nope.
It's gonna.
That's our ticket out there.
It's
Yeah.
docked in the
Right now it's hidden in the woods, but we're gonna use it to fly over the
To go
city
to the-
walls.
Yeah. Once they find out that you guys aren't a friendly, they're probably gonna start targeting
Right.
your ship.
With Canada.
So
oh,
if
like
if the alarming bells are effective enough for the 60, like because of the 60 that we have outside the city that are then at least briefly entering the city and then pulling back, if that pulls everybody from, or at least all non-essential folks from the building that we want to infiltrate, then we
peace and love.
we have our squad that can basically cut off the entrance so that we can get in and we don't have to worry about the outside coming back at us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's going to siege out and then come back. But that being said, because I'm thinking about like 15, like, I mean, they, as long as they take defensive positions in and around the entrance of the building, so they use the bottleneck and everything. And maybe if they're all turtles, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're all fucking turtles.
Most of them, yeah, or not most of them, but like a good amount.
So there's
can
no
ask
way
for it.
they're not like,
Bullywugs, turtles, and bear, like full on, just like, I mean, they're sentient. They talk. You know, like when they talk, you're not hearing. You're hearing actual like common, and so they're just bear
right.
people. So
I guarantee you they're doing some sort of phalanx, and like in a system where like the first row turns back and like has shells up, and then second row pops up and maybe shoots, and then they switch, and like the first row advances with spears or something. You know, that's just my head. I'm sorry, I'm just writing this for you now. No, dude,
Thanks.
anyway.
Yeah. Maybe say that's what you did. with
Yeah,
the
that's
group.
I'm teaching them this shit. There we go. Hell yeah, thank you.
they teaching them new tactics.
Yeah. That's why they call me a lord, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
so yeah, I teach them that sort of thing where like I'm gonna have them hold off at the entrance. They're gonna barricade it for us, and
Master Quan the entire time is like, he really is a lieutenant.
yeah, right. Okay. So
Yeah, chief statistician.
yeah, well, I watch a lot of fantasy shit. Okay.
That's great.
Anyway, and so basically, once we get into the building, we don't have to worry about anything coming up behind us. And then, like, all we have to do is, like, once we finish our shit in here, come back, push out with them, hitch a ride in our airship, get the fuck out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if we are taking
Big
40
guy.
and we're sending out 60, that leaves us with 16. Because
party.
we need 20 to man the cannons and we need 4 to man the harpoons.
Right, but so we take that. Well, that's what I said. I said we take 15, but yeah, we can take 16. Just like because that's total. Yeah, total. Or do we take the harpooners with us? No.
They need to do the
No.
harpoons.
Yeah, and we do have flight crews. So like her piloting. When she leaves the pilot station, we got a secondary, so we're good there.
How many do we have, by the way, for flight crew?
At the moment, you guys have 5 crew yourselves.
We do have those half orcs.
Yeah.
So
2 half orcs, 3 to doozy, and they just kind of help keep,
the
their pilot
covered
flag,
yeah,
Okay.
just in case they get bored, the
Like,
2 half orcs can do some stuff.
How many cannonballs?
They've been wrestling buddies with Jamar.
You guys got let's say 10 cannons, probably 200 balls.
200 cannonballs? Lots of balls.
Lots of balls. That's a lot of balls.
boss.
The turtles.
Little wiener and some tiny nuts.
Do the turtles have a supply of gunpowder? Because if we had extra gunpowder barrels that we could drop lit and let blow up in the streets, I don't want to target civilians, but I definitely want to make enough noise that the hornet's nest gets stirred. Like, I want to avoid civilian casualties as much as possible.
Well,
Not super worried about hitting any guards.
I gotta say, freaking a couple of cannonballs come flying through the barracks. That's enough to wake me up.
Right.
That's enough to get me getting in gear and getting ready for a fight.
So we gotta try and avoid hitting the vault, like, because the where is the vault? What building is that in? Is it in like the palace or anything?
Yeah, it's inside the palace.
Shit. Okay, so we definitely.
Drakir's palace.
Okay, so
He's gonna be so upset when he gets home.
is it a basement thing? Is it mid-level? Is it top
on
floors?
No, it's on the first floor. And Polly gave you like all the deets
Right.
ahead of time. But yeah, it'll be on the first floor.
Why is
it'll-
Polly have
How
all
are
this
we getting
information?
into this thing?
He really wanted to be in the army, man. He really wanted.
Oh, so he was studying the deep lore.
Yeah, he was studying every bit that he could.
He was
wanted
geeking
to,
out. He was fangirling.
Yeah, if you had he had the plan to, if he ever like met
Drakir
Drakir
for
face to
life.
face, he would like just
Oh,
try
he's
to
writing
impress him with
fanfic.
all this information. And yeah, me and Drakir lovingly held each other in the arms.
Yeah.
You know?
With him as YN or
He
whatever.
looked at me and said, "You are my best man."
Yeah, lots of yaoi in that. Or is it Yuri? Which one is it? Yuri is the guy on guy, right?
Yeah.
Lots of Yuri.
Okay, so
it's like on the first floor. It'll be in like the east wing of the palace.
So we will have to figure out. So basically, we're gonna have to use whatever courtyard there is to drop in. How are we opening this vault? What kind of?
Right now, it's less of a vault, more of a treasure. It's like just a treasure room. It's usually not like heavily guarded. Like Drakir feels like he's a very safe person fighting because everybody on the other islands pretty much have like they leave this island alone because they don't want to be the cause of another sinking. So they usually they keep people they keep the military itself away from the island from helping. They keep official help from coming to the to the Turtle and Bullywog sides. So they're fighting the war by themselves as much as minus some good Samaritan kind of folks who kind of come and help out here and there, but you can only ask for so many people to
Sure.
come and fight a full-on war. But so he feels pretty secure in that nobody's ever gonna be able to get into his palace or anything. And then
So we're just
once
talking
the
a wooden
zombies-
door.
Yeah, just like a standard kind of room. But now that the zombies have popped up, he put guards in front of guards around or in the front of it. So in the entrance.
Alright, well that'll be easy enough.
I have a question about the general layout of the city. So there's a palace. Is the city mostly the civilian part of the city? Is it mostly around the outskirts of the palace, or do we have settlements inside the castle?
So inside the castle is mostly where there's a lot of it's very military inside the castle. So there's pretty much just people and barracks and things like that closest to Drakir. But the where the civilians are, because so basically the area has expanded a lot, but it's not. How much that Drakir has been taking over has been increasing, but the population hasn't been. You know what I mean? So, because he's been able to convert some folks and make some of the native population move over to his side and stuff like that, but he doesn't really put them up in the military and stuff. He gives them more I guess more remedial kind of more shopkeep type stuff, and even the big burly guys he keeps them at an arm's length. So yeah, they're more on the they're a bit further away than where not necessarily on the outskirts of where the castle is, but they're more kind of miles away, the cities where the little villages where everybody kind of actually lives.
Yeah.
Are more miles away, and then closer to Drakir he keeps more of a military kind of mindset, because he just wants to be able to deploy as much as he can.
So if we attack just the castle, then we're guaranteed to hit a vast majority of military instead of civilian.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just pretty much nothing but.
But then they're just going to take defensive positions and barricade. Whereas if we make a bunch of noise in the town, then they have to deploy to defend the town.
Yeah, because the towns themselves pretty much are where the military, they're military towns and stuff like that.
So less to fight.
Oh, I can make noise.
Right, well, and that's why I was thinking we have...
Thunderwave.
Yeah, that.
No gunpowder or anything, just boom.
Okay, well, but I was also thinking if there's any walls or any gates, use some gunpowder to disable gates.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, that way they have a guaranteed exit once they've, attracted enough attention.
And their troops have an entrance.
Right. So we definitely need to have the troops start making noise before we start floating over with our airship. Because number one, the cover of night is definitely going to help us not be that visible, but if they can see us at all against the night sky, if we show up too early, they're going to know that something's up. If we delay ourselves a little bit, then they're going to be like, okay, cool, our airship is here, right? So
Smart.
so then that's when we just kind of drift, like as they're marching from the palace to the town, we just kind of drift over and then drop ourselves off, and then at that point airship can just like start nailing them from behind.
Okay.
Look at Onwin, man.
From behind. Alright. Alright.
I'm actually gonna like low key draw some of this shit up real quick.
Alrighty. So yeah, you guys go ahead and let Master Quan and Sliver and everybody know. So how many ground troops? Like how many people did you want? Like going ahead of time?
60.
60.
Yeah, and like they can just camp out in the woods nearby.
For sure.
And then we will.
They head off just before sunset, just so that way they get there, with enough time a little bit of time to spare.
Cool. And yeah, so.
And so when you guys start getting kind of ready to head off to your with your 40 troops for your airship, you see Master Sliver come out, come through, or I guess come through the cavern. He's accompanied by Master Quan. He's also accompanied by the other two elders. You see one of them looks a little young to be considered an elder. He probably looks like at the very most like maybe middle aged, but probably a little bit younger than that even. And he's a kind of large panda bear. Bear with like panda patterns and stuff, and he comes walking up alongside them, and he has like a kind of like, I guess, like a cape kind of thing. Like it's not like quite like a cape, but like it comes down over the shoulder, and like that kind of like Grecian almost kind of like cape anyway.
Warrior. Let me ask you this: is he kind of high energy? Like he's really happy to be right here at this moment?
Oh, he's very, very happy.
Okay.
He's a little bit more
Super into kung fu.
Yeah,
Super into kung fu.
Yes, he's very, very, very into his martial arts.
Maybe a bit pot-bellied.
Yeah, very, yes.
I'm so glad that the Kung Fu Panda movies weren't out when I was in like middle school and doing martial arts.
Right.
Everybody would just call me Kung Fu Panda.
Right. Oh,
I was good though.
I got Pillsbury Doughboy myself. You know what I mean? I felt that.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
The trauma.
Traumatic. Anyway, so
Right? Oh, I wanted to do that.
I'm in danger. Anyway,
Mentally.
So Master Quan's Sliver, and the panda elder, and the fourth one is a like another Aarakocra, or Aarakocra, but not like a panda.
Parrot?
Not like a parrot, not like a panda. Might be so many P words.
Looks like a panda.
Yeah.
Black X6.
Right.
If it looks like a panda, walks like a panda, it's a panda.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a designer, don't worry about it.
But yeah, he looks more. He has more like white feathers and stuff like that, rather than like colorful. But yeah, his feathers are kind of like all white, and they kind of, and he has like a gray like feathers on his head, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they all come up to you, and they're like, Sliver goes, we before you guys headed off, we actually wanted to offer, if you guys want us to, we wanted to offer you guys our services in this what we're hoping is the final battle. He goes, you've met Master Quan, myself. This is Master Bo. A completely original story. Master Bo, and he points to the panda, and he kind of bows, and Master Lo, and the Eric Cochran also bows, and he goes,
Oh, I get it.
he goes, he goes,
I wasn't paying attention to what the others were until he said the Eric Cocker. I was like, oh.
And so they all just kind of bow to you, and Bo goes, yeah, we would definitely like to offer our abilities in, like what Master Sliver said, is what we hope is the
I will bow deeply
final battle,
and say, that is very gracious of you. We are honored to have you on our side for this final battle.
He goes, well, it would definitely be our honor to fight alongside such high-ranking people and everything, and such skilled warriors and everything. And you see Master Lo the entire time. Like the others, are very kind of happy, but Master Lo is kind of is very solemn, and he's kind of very, he's very kind of he looks kind of pissed, to be honest. And he just kind of, he goes, they'll be joining you. I will stay here in case things go wrong. Somebody has to be here to lead us into finding a new hidden village and a new place to live in case this goes wrong. And Sliver just kind of looks at him. He's like, ever the pessimist. And he's like, if you really think that that's the best move, and you really think that we can't use your skills, he goes, my skills are better here, or better needed for my people, and he goes, all right, well. And so they just kind of, everyone says their goodbyes and stuff, and they get ready to follow your guys' lead and head out to the airship when you guys tell them to, or get ready to, or what have you.
All right. Well, now we have 3 grandmasters.
They're coming to the palace with us.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be good. Okay, well, yeah, do let's do this.
Yep. Let's go.
2 clown horns.
Don't tell him my secrets. No, I'm kidding. If it's not obvious.
Have you guys been bleeping me out?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Except for the first time I ever said that word.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look
I mean,
through
I
that
don't
again.
just bleep you out. I bleep just usually the F
You
word,
heard
because
me
the F
talk.
word. The F word's the only one you can't say on TV, as far that we say.
Word.
Because you can say shit in other words on
Word up.
TV. So
Depends on context.
that's true.
Isn't that weird?
It is super weird.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
Just like the English language.
But yeah, I use a clown honk as our censor noise. So whenever anybody cusses, you go.
I'm saving it for later.
If you did, I was going to continue staring at it.
That's cool.
But anyway, so yeah, that's a little bit behind the baseball or whatever, behind the scenes for you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever this
Out of context. Are you murder hobos ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
More clown horns. No.
Clown horn. I need more of it.
So yeah, you guys. I assume that means you guys all head out towards the airship
Rolled out.
with your mini army and your 3 grandmasters. Everybody, the villagers all wave goodbye to you guys as you all head out. Women, children, a couple of the few other men and stuff that didn't go with you guys and stuff that didn't join the army and stayed to take care of their families and
Pussies.
stuff like that.
Oh no!
Beta males. I'm kidding.
Simps.
I would not do well in the military.
Yeah.
I'm way too lazy, and I have flat feet.
I tried joining the military. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I thought I was mentally unstable.
I should be a drone flyer. That's what I should be.
I
But
claim that I have bone spurs.
But yeah, so anyway, you guys head off towards Jakir, or the main city of Renouge. You guys kind of put everybody in their stations, get everybody at their cannons and stuff like that, and then you guys got your extra ground troops just kind of hanging out, preparing themselves for battle on the top deck and everything. Just kind of, prepared and anxious and whatnot, but like in a good way and whatnot. And
Going
3 grandmasters ready. And
going through all the battle maneuvers. Alpha through Omega.
yeah, exactly.
I'm sitting in my quarters meditating with my magic rock.
hell yeah. You're such a badass.
Just in armor, just eyes closed, just
This is the coolest cow in the world. F***ing dope.
I guess this would be a good time to bestow upon our beloved quartermaster the
Oh, the
Night Owl mask.
yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Buffalo Bill goggles.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Puts the mask on its face.
remove the Oni mask and just like replace it with the Night Owl mask.
Nice. So yeah, you guys definitely.
With Jumar. Who?
So yeah, what you hand them is like a full on, like it's like a mask with like the goggles attached or
I
something.
think it goes into like here.
Oh, nice.
So you can
yeah.
still wear your it's a half mask, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice. All right. And so yeah, you guys start heading off, and then I guess as the ground troops start to see you guys fly overhead, that's their
Nope. When we're off, kind of just coming up above the horizon,
Okay.
it'll be their cue to march into the city.
okay.
Or when they see us a distance out, so that they have
Gotcha.
time to go and raise ruckus.
Make a ruckus. And
Yeah.
then, gotcha. Okay. So yeah, they see
They
you
come
guys.
in full steam,
Yeah.
gangsta lean, like circling around the palace, just
Pow, pow, pow.
right, just scorched earth policy.
So yeah, they see you guys start to kind of crest over the horizon, and they full on cavalry head out and into the city, and they just go to town, breaking stuff, fighting people. The bullywugs jump over. There's like one gate, or like a just kind of like an over, like just a really long, like kind of like a wall that has like a gate that Drakir had put up, a long time ago to kind of have, as like the border.
And so he has that one like wall, and everybody like the bullywogs are like jumping over the wall and like just kind of going to town and using their height to their advantage, like jumping on the shoulders of the bears and then jumping off of their shoulders onto the over the wall.
Sick.
Literally leapfrogging.
I forgot about the bear people. Oh,
Yeah, man. So they're just going to town. The bears, use their
Or maybe
their strength and bust through. They just kind of use their power and all their advantages to their advantage. And then you just see they're just kind of you hear alarm bells just kind of like ding 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 ding. That they have put up for like invasions and stuff like that. So they're just, you hear those kind of ringing. You hear the echoes of soldiers kind of like yelling and ordering, yelling orders and things like that. And then as you guys hear that, the entire time you guys are coming full steam over the thing. I guess I don't know. Give me. Would it be like?
Where are my hit points?
Give me another sneak roll.
You regained all your lost hit points from earlier due to the long rest, by the way.
Yeah,
But I think she did damage instead of healing. So she's rolling death saves.
What?
Summer, what
What did you do?
Ooh, that's new.
Pilot Princess Bubblegum Cleo, do I need to relieve you from duty?
Mouthful.
You look like you might be at death's door.
Just drinking
Here's a
poison.
mouth. Hey, that is what she said. Roll for sex.
With my poison? That's some freaky deaky shit, man.
That's so
I
funny.
mean, you're not wrong.
It's a pot oil, it's poison.
Go ahead and I guess give me like a sneak roll with advantage, Captain.
Alrighty.
Because they're gonna be in a panic, and I guess their only question they're gonna be wondering is why are you guys going this way and not that way? So
We're headed into town, right?
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I think that
we're
has
just
some
passing
credence to
over.
that, we're the good guys since it's Dracarian ship.
Yeah, exactly.
But, hey. Let's do this. Ooh, 14 and a 4.
Nice.
Real quick,
Stealth, so 15.
improvise. Cannon firing blanks.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Loudness.
Yeah, no, and we have them like on the side that's like aimed at
Yes.
the insurrection that's happening. Just have them puff out.
Right, it's just wadding.
Ba-doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they think that you guys are firing
On them.
the
Yeah.
invaders.
Yeah.
Nice.
You will have to bleep that one out.
Yeah, you guys.
No, a little suspect.
There's a few right now.
Not that big of a deal. Things are going crazy. Who gives a shit?
America.
Here's here to save the motherfucking dare. Anyway, so you guys.
I tell you, this stream's gonna sound like clowncore after tonight.
It's just gonna be the entire thing. It's just going. Anyway, so you guys definitely, you guys make it over, and everybody on the ground troops, the Dracarian troops, think that you're just a ship that came to their Deus Ex Machina of sorts, trying to save the day, one-man army style. They're like, you can.
We are the ropes and pulleys.
You guys are probably low enough that you guys can probably hear, like, maybe somebody in the crowd of noise, like here and there, kind of hear, like, oh, thank God patrol came in early. Thank God patrol got here a little early. Hooray!
So what do you guys? Where do you guys go exactly from here? You guys want to go to the courtyard and release, or
Yeah, we
wanna
just
release
I'll
troops
get this
from
shit
here?
done.
We're gonna have to clear a path to and through the palace. Open the
Okay.
gates up for them.
right. Yeah,
I'm talking
so
like
then-
just outside.
For sure.
like as close as we can get it to the entrance, because
I think you should type it in.
this is like a Zeppelin type airship, right? It has like a big old
Oh yeah,
balloon on it.
Yeah, it's
sort
got a
of
big
thing.
old flammable balloon on it.
Oh, fun.
No, you mentioned that earlier. That's right.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep an eye out
I guess
for.
that's good enough to get an airship afloat. It's not gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't run into a torch. It's all good.
Just don't get hit, whatever you do.
I mean, I tried not to set the ship on fire, but even so, it's a miracle we haven't gone down in a blaze of glory, so to speak.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, you were really specific and like clinical with that lightning strike. You know what I mean? Good thing it didn't go upwards. It went sideways. Anyway. But yeah, so do you guys wanted to head to the courtyard from here, or so you guys go ahead and make it to the courtyard while all this kind of crazy fighting and stuff is going on. They still
Sorry,
think you
Alex.
guys, they think you.
I don't know
Redoing
what.
my entire thing.
I don't know what happened, but like they reset your max HP to 0.
Oh, weird.
So yeah, I'll have it fixed here in a second.
Sorry.
Well, thank you. This is why we have
Thanks.
multiple DMs playing.
That takes skill.
So
I
that
don't
way
even
these
know.
things can happen.
Sheer skill.
But yeah, so you guys head to the courtyard. How'd you guys want to drop in?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
You didn't mean to. His face was just solid, like, oh.
Accidental puns are some of the
Shut
best
up,
puns.
Bummer.
I mean,
I'm in front of the people.
Okay, send out our 16 ground troops, like 8 on each side to fan out, make sure we've got clear ground to walk on, and then us and the 3 legendaries walk out, ready to shit.
But this is after we've dropped the some of the gunpowder barrels,
Unlock it
at the
and
gates
then I'll have
and
you-
whatnot, right?
Yeah, because we gotta get the gates. So,
Yeah.
so,
That'd be our first order of business.
so probably like 4 of them have to go and disable the gates. No.
Okay.
Let's do 8 because there's probably at least some people that stayed stationed there.
Now it's correct.
And then
Thank you.
another 8 to set up like our
I healed your character in this
landing zone,
max
our
HP
LZ.
1. That's not right.
Yeah,
All right. Very good.
cool.
Yeah. So they'll go, run off, do that, and then come back and join, and we'll have 8 to each side.
Yo,
Thank you for
Alright,
calling Fantasy Tech
yo.
Support.
Plus,
Business hours are now
once we
closed.
get into the palace,
Come back next time.
they can hold the entrance for us, like whichever entrance we take.
All right.
Yeah, let's do this.
So yeah, you guys were dropping a bomb at the gate.
Bombing the gates so
bombing
that
the
they
gates.
can't. Oh, wait a minute. Do we? No. Yeah.
Dropping, or were we placing one?
We're
I
placing
think
them.
That was
They're
But-
ground troops
would be
were
infinitely
placing
more
them.
accurate to place one.
Well, because I was thinking of the city gates, not the palace gates.
Oh, right.
That's the thing. I want city gates to be disabled. Palace gates, we could just drop and then
I mean, we
they
can
have.
just say that was all part of like the distraction,
Right.
The distraction team. They just like flew a hole and shit and like jumped the gates and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Awesome.
For
Cool.
sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about the palace gates,
Yeah.
to be real. 'cause
There's a bunch of people
except
running
taking
that
them.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
City gates.
Yeah. So city gates got bombed. So then we're deploying. We have 16 ground troops. I would say 8 go and take the palace gates.
Right now, most
So they can drop them.
most of the action is at like the explosion at the main gate, and you know where your distraction team is. That's definitely where like a good, I want to say a good like probably 40% of everybody's focused over there. And then you got 60% just kind of running around, just kind of figuring out like what the hell's going on right now.
For sure. Okay.
Because they're like, oh look, the air guard.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like they're firing on the invaders. They're really bad at hitting them though.
So that being said, once they've dropped us, that's
Must
when
be Captain Smegma.
Yeah.
Sorry.
that's when they complete their loop, and then they head back to start hitting from above the people that are like going from the palace to the city. Let's say Palace City. So like you got everything happening here. Boom. We'll just do that. Okay, and then these guys are coming this way. That's when I want our airship to come along and start just like butt honking them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, and then at that point, that's when
they're gonna be rammed for sure.
that's when we have our people take the palace gates, drop the gates, so that we don't have to worry about these assholes coming. And then now we just have to basically worry about the assholes remaining in the palace. Which I was hoping would be less than a lot.
One way to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so then do you want to, what do you say about the gates? Is that successful? Do we take the gates? Do we lose any men?
Do we lose any?
Any turtles?
Total.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like them even more now.
Yeah.
Wait, no, no that way. Damn it.
Just need to live a little, elf.
Yeah.
The captain's also rolling for salmonella, I see.
So
And
gross. At least we know you munch.
So you guys lose about 2% of the ground troops that are fighting at the, or you guys have lost so far. Just 2%. So that's out of like 60. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but
Or out of the 60 that have gone down there so far.
in the town.
1.2.
Okay, so we lost one
and a
so far.
half.
One guy cut in half, but the other half still alive.
We lost an arm.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
So far,
lining up.
you know, they're just kind of still, everybody's still fighting like crazy right now.
Cool. How are we doing here in the palace walls? Did we take?
Everybody's scrambling right now. The ground troops aren't anywhere near up towards the palace yet. There's a lot of soldiers, once they started blowing the gate, and because the bullywugs jumped the fence first, or jumped the gate first, and then started kind of making some mayhem, and then an explosion to get like the main kind of like everybody's eyes over there from like far away as far as they could.
Right.
So everybody's kind of scrambling up closer to the palace, and then further away at the gate is like a good, like I said, 40% of everybody, because they're like that was like a big boom.
Big bada
big bada boom. But yeah, so they they're
So there's still 60% of them within
just
the
kind of
palace walls.
scrambling. Yeah.
And-
Not within the palace. Yeah, like within. Yeah, like
Or-
not within
or-
the walls themselves, but like. So there's like just like 20% of the army that's actually like in like the walls, like in the palace guarding it,
and then just about everybody else is just kind of like running. So like everybody, like a good amount, like a good bunch of a good bunch of soldiers are up at the gate. There's a bunch of people scrambling around, kind of.
Unless if they are lined up in a pretty much straight line, then well, you know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking. You know what you're thinking.
They're not necessarily in a straight line. Not all of them are, at least. But there's 3 up front with their shields kind of at the ready. Not in the line, but like they're just kind of scattered as evenly as they can be in the hallway. Without like they're kind of like I guess shoulder. Like if you put your shoulders out like this, they're about this far away from each other.
Gotcha.
So
they're in a line, but not vertical to us,
right.
Horizontal.
Correct.
I would have to Misty Step and flank them, which I can do.
I love the way you say things sometimes. It's just so funny.
Kind of like Christopher Walken a little bit. Thank you. I like it too sometimes.
But yeah, so there's 3 of them in a with their shields up and weapons at the ready.
Did you hear that, or noble pilot Princess Bubblegum Cleo? God damn, that still is a mouthful.
Right?
Did you hear that? They're in a formation. He thinks you should find a way to break
Pick
that
it apart?
Yeah,
Yeah.
break it apart.
Excuse me.
So I
Break
think
set formation.
I screwed up.
All right, quartermaster and lieutenant at the ready.
I think I
Elder
threw away
Master's
what I
up
was supposed
ready?
to roll for Maze of Terror.
Well, I have to roll initiative first.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to roll initiative. Sure.
I already stated.
I got 13.
I already stated that the fantasy helplines business hours were over.
Yeah, baby.
We have to charge you overtime hours.
15 plus 1, 16.
It's time and a half, Summer. Don't forget.
Oh, I guess 14.
Something gave it to me, so maybe he has it.
Holy moly!
Not natural 20.
Right,
Just
but
calculated 20.
Dang.
So for the Maze
I
of
have a feeling I
Terror,
know who's going first.
I didn't write down what I was supposed to write down to roll it.
Good question. They have to make a will save, right?
Yeah.
So do I have to do D20 either way?
Whoa!
Oh, Sam has it.
Scurry.
Sam,
Hold
you
on.
have it.
Hold on. I'm doing things. I gotta roll 8 initiatives here. Lady.
I'll get you the mace.
Okay. So is it Mace with the C?
Yes.
M-A-C-E?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I almost wrote Maze again.
For those who missed it,
Sounds
check
like
out
a maze.
episode, I think it was 4 or 5? 4.
4.
Episode 4, where Summer, aka Cleo Fairchild, tried to spray a Mace of Terror because she thought it was pepper spray. And initially thought it was a maze of terror when she first got it out of her bag. And
There was a whole bit.
that was hilarious. So go check out episode 4 if you want that.
That was a whole bit.
And then the end of it.
I still kicked ass.
Right. That's right, because you did mace on, apply directly to the ball sack. Mace on, directly to the ball sack.
Got it.
Apply directly to the ball sack.
Yep.
Take a picture of that.
Never mind, Santi.
You got it.
I found the Mace of Terror.
Oh,
Like,
are you sure?
yeah, I got Mace of Terror.
Everyone of your choice makes a DC 13 wisdom save. Or run away.
It says
as far as
DC
possible.
15 on this.
Well, he probably dropped it down a little bit to make it easier on us. Until they make the roll 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah. That's for damage, but as far as the DC goes.
Yeah.
You're so handy.
So handy.
Wow.
Summer. You're so handy.
At least you didn't say handsy.
Expect my envoy invoice in the mail.
Charge about a minute.
Okay, funny.
I can send you a letter. A letter.
Litter?
A letter.
I'm just gonna get like a litter. I'm just gonna get a litter of cats.
Thank you.
Well, better than just getting cat litter.
That'd be so funny,
A
dude.
cat care package.
Bonafide bentonite clay. There's
Oh my
good
God.
stuff. Wait, where were we?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, so do I have to roll, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a D20. And let me know what you get.
Oh, 13 plus
Plus-
any modifiers.
You got
Plus
should
two
be
initiative.
initiative modifier.
Upper left-hand corner.
2,
Green box.
13, 14, 15.
What?
13, 14, 15, 2.
You have
15.
2 initiative. How do you have 2 initiative? I've got 1. Yeah, whatever.
We got higher stat
She's
than
better
you.
than you. Deal with it.
So it's a lot of like over 60 hit points.
I mean, you would want a pilot with good dexterity, right?
But yeah, so this might run super late, or we can just end it at initiative and
We'll just finish the
spend
fight
the next
tomorrow.
spend the next we can have an up at least an hour to whoop ass next time.
I think that'd be a good way to start, the next episode.
Yeah, well, it's not like we didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, you guys
We've raided a castle, we've bombarded troops, we've blown up a city gate, we've invaded said city, we've distracted an army, and at least split it nearly in half. We now have a ship that is on the outside of the palace circling around, murdering everybody visible. We have a bunch of middle-aged mutant ninja turtles and bear people. Monk turtles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Monk turtles, my bad.
Yeah.
Middle-aged monk turtles.
That's right.
Middle-aged monk turtles. And bear people, like, basically sparking a revolution.
Hallelujah!
We're,
Revolution!
yeah.
Viva la revolution!
So, like, for real, we've accomplished a bunch of shit. Next week, I can guarantee you there's at least one surprise that's gonna come up with this fight. Cause why the hell not?
Nice.
And honestly, that's just all in the span of a couple hours of a single day.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
well, one day.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Still the longest day. However,
it hasn't been a full
Viewers?
24 hours
Right.
since the game started.
viewers, we swear, this is going to be the biggest, most epic battle that you've seen from us yet.
Yeah.
And there may be quite a few surprises. So come back next week. Check out. Come back next week and watch this crazy battle unfold. I'm sorry if you're watching this live and you had to sit through us doing all that initiative just to tell you that we'll be back next week. But we will be back next week, 7 o'clock on Twitch, Pacific Standard Time. Go ahead and check us back out next week when we fight this big old battle. We find out what's in that treasure room, and see what surprises Lieutenant Lord Biswa has for us,
Right.
and what surprises that our players have for us during this battle. So come back next week, watch some crazy stuff happen, and thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Thanks. Join the club. Bye.
Have a good night.
Hey-o.
Thank you once again for joining us. If you enjoyed what you watched, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. We have another video here for you to watch. Go ahead and check us out on Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And join us on Halloween for a special Halloween episode with a special guest DM. And you don't want to miss that. So thank you guys so much once again, and we'll see you next time.